tell, my XF is in the dealer again. That's why I have this car. First I'm going to show you guys around the interior of the car. It's got this beautiful brown leather with a black combination. And we have the Meridian sound system in here as well. And around the top of the dash we've got this wood veneer, which looks like real wood, like Jaguar normally do. And unlike the XF I had previously, this one does have leather on the dash. And you can see the nice stitching over there. This is genuine stitching. It's not fake. And this section here is brown, like the seats. And then we have the sound system of the car. So I'm going to cover that separately. What I like about this wood veneer is that it's not shiny like my car. You don't get any glares from the sun while you're driving, which is very nice. And then you have all your driving modes over here, as well as your electric park brake. I'll be honest, I still don't really like this switch, but I think to each their own. The cubby, just like the XF, is very small. Nav SD card in there, which is interesting. Didn't even know they use SD cards for the nav. But we've got this nice leather wrapped center console, and it's got this nice Jaguar logo up there, just to remind you, you're driving a Jag. The instrument binnacle, very clear, concise, and if you turn it on, you got quite a lot of information. You can see how much gas. Yeah, I know the ignition's on. Oh my word. All these warnings. And the temperature is rising, the coolant. We're a little low on gas. Then the steering wheel has this multifunction. Just show you what the door panel looks like over here. You know, it curves beautifully into this section of the dash over there. Very, very nice. Now we're in the car. I find that when you drive, you tend to use this to lean on. And this is what I was using when I was driving. I was sort of leaning my arm on this and holding the steering wheel. And I found that to turn the window down or to mess with the mirrors, which I did have to do because the mirrors weren't set to my seat position, I don't really like the position of this, but it just doesn't feel ergonomic. But I guess Jaguar didn't really have anywhere to put it, so they stuck it up here. I'm just glad they didn't stick it up here. They, you know, like the F-Pace. But I guess they had to do what they could do. It's just an odd place, you know, I think, to have put that. And then down here we have the interior lighting, and I'm going to show you guys the interior lighting in a few moments. We've got the trunk release, and still we don't have a remote fuel release. Jaguar, why? The seating is going to be a little cramped compared to the XF. So guys, this is my seating position. I'm actually sitting behind myself here. I can't say that I'm actually uncomfortable, but you know, I've got a little bit of space here in front of my knees. They're not exactly leaning against the seat, but I don't think you can actually slouch in the seat. I think rear legroom is not that good, but again, I'm not uncomfortable. And you know, if you're not somebody who lugs passengers around all the time, then yes, it's a good car to have. Sat-nav's pretty good. It's actually very, very nice, much better than my car. It's got, I think, pinch view. No, it hasn't. You can just move. You got to tap it over there and you can move out. So as you can see, we're in South Africa. I don't know if you can turn this around. Not really, no. So just get out of that. And so that is the maps, and then we'll press the camera button and you can see it gives you a 360. This car has the 360 view cameras, and you can select which camera you actually want to see if you're doing a parking job. And I think it's pretty nice. It gives you a complete view of what's going on in front, and we can choose the rear camera and the front camera combined, and we can switch off the front camera, choose the rear camera. So rear camera is pretty good. We can choose a side camera, undo, and the side views, well, it's not very good because it's really just to show you top down. So yeah, it's a 360 camera. We've got our ambient lighting. I think it's set to purple right now. We can set it to blue. We can change it to only these colors here. In the climate function, it's very, very basic. What do you want to set? Climate. Okay, so if we go into our climate, we can say climate settings, auto sensitivity. I'm going to say low. Auto power, say low as well. And that's pretty much it for climate. So just to show you guys, this is the ambient lighting in the car when you're in pitch darkness. And we've got our Jaguar light blue that we all know so well, but then we've got this darker ambient lighting which I've changed to be blue. We've got it under here by the grab handle. There's the grab handle. We've got it here by the door handle. We've got it by the air vent, and it's actually very nice. You've still got your touch screen lights, and these have LEDs. I don't know what type of LED bulbs have got in here, but still nice to have the touch function. And interestingly enough, we have a sunglasses holder right here. The shape of the roof is kind of weird because we've got this, it comes down at the back, and then you've got space for heads at the back there. So it's kind of weird. I don't really know why they did that, because this car doesn't have a sunroof. But this is extremely padded over here, very, very padded, very soft. You can't pull this sun visor this way, and it doesn't have something that comes out the sun visor here. So Jaguar is something to think about. So taking a look at the engine, this is the 25T Ingenium engine. And I'll be honest with you, this engine packs quite a punch. It really, really pulls away when you put your foot down, and the 8-speed automatic transmission does its job pretty well. Something I noticed is that there's a bunch of wires that actually, I mean, this is like a main engine loom. It runs all the way up here, and there, and there, and then in here. And I'm a little bit surprised that these wires are not protected more than they are. You know, we've got the battery positive here where you can actually jump start the engine because the battery is not in the front. But again, I'm just surprised that, you know, I think when these cars get older, people are going to have problems with these wires becoming brittle and the conduit coming off. I mean, I see that in headlights. So I'm quite surprised that Jaguar would actually do that and not have a cover protecting all these wires and cables. You know, they just got something to hold them all together, but there they go. And then they split up down here to the headlights and to various other things. And okay, that one splits to the fan. Something I do like about the headlights is that it actually says Jaguar, just in case you forget you're driving a Jaguar. And it even tells you the specs of the lens. It's a 66mm lens and has 3200 lumen. It has the cornering function on the headlight, so I don't know if you can see that over there. Headlight will come on so that when you turn the steering wheel, it'll shine to the left of the car. Very nice. Now, just speaking of wiring, here's another loom that comes out of this thing here, and unprotected wires just running through here. And I'll be honest, this here I think is the air box, and it is hot. Everything, this is the coolant, it's hot. These wires are running right here by these hot pipes. I mean, everything is hot, and I think Jaguar are going to have big problems with both these major engine looms coming into the engine. I just think it's going to be a big problem one day as these cars get older. But anyway, it's nice when a car's new. Interestingly, this here is the plastic thing that goes around your wheel. So there's your wheel. This protects your wheel, and as you can see, there's you can see through. So if you actually remove this, you'll be looking straight down on the tire. Very interestingly. And something else I've noted is the XE doesn't have a cover, like a material cover. Usually they put a matting under the hood. You see, it's got holes over here for some kind of cover to be here. So I don't know, maybe the dealer just hasn't put it on yet. Maybe they took it off because it is a courtesy car and they want to sell this car one day. So it's possible they took it off. So thanks for watching. There will be a couple of videos coming up in the near future on the XF. I've been going through a few things with the car in the last 2.5 months. I've been back and forth between the dealer trying to get things sorted out, and hopefully I'm only going to do the videos once I can actually give you guys a solution to the problem I've been having. I've had one continuous ongoing problem with my car, and it isn't necessarily, I don't think it's actually the car itself, I think it's something else, but we'll have to see if that is indeed the case. So it's an ongoing project at the moment, and once I have everything wrapped up, I'll share that with you guys. So thanks for watching. Cheers.